Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to MG Guy Vintage Vehicles. Greg here again with another 10 vintage vehicles available for sale across North America for under $15,000. Why $15,000? I want to showcase running vehicles that the average person like myself can afford and enjoy. Some may need minor work such as brakes or a carb tune-up to be roadworthy, but these vehicles are pretty much ready to go. There may be blemishes, but you know what? That's okay. It's all about getting behind the wheel and going for a cruise in a car you love, not impressing the purists at the car show. Links for each of these vehicles are included in the video description below. Alright, enough jabbering. Let's get on with today's vehicles for sale. Alright, let's start off here with a 1977 Ford Mustang Coupe two-door, listed for $5,950 US in San Antonio, Texas. And just on a side note, we actually have a Mach 1 coming up later in the video as well. This vehicle has a manual transmission, clean title, and no significant damage or problems. Based on the seller's description, 77 Mustang 2 302 5-liter V8 T5 5-speed. Motor was resealed, aluminum radiator, Summit intake manifold, Edelbrock 4-barrel carb, new starter solenoid, brakes redone, rebuilt differential, solid and drivable but not perfect by any means. New tires, asking $5,950 for a fun solid car, clean title in hand. And next up, the 1956 Lincoln Premier, listed for $7,500 Canadian in Surrey, BC. It's been driven 73,537 kilometers and has an automatic transmission. Based on the seller's description, 1956 Lincoln Premier for sale. 368 cubic inch engine, automatic transmission, cruise control, power window and seats. Survivor car. Plastic clear seat covers installed when new. Perfect interior and dash, no rust, rock chips on front of hood, paint could use wax and the slight fading will improve. Trunk solid, body and trim perfect. Car ran and drove well February 7th, 2024. Has Alberta registration. And here we have a 1973 Dodge Dart Swinger, listed for $15,000 US in Salt Lake City, Utah. It's been driven 76,000 miles, has an automatic transmission, clean title. This vehicle has no significant damage or problems. Seller's description is as follows. Love, love, love our 1973 Dodge Dart Swinger. It is an amazing car and I hate to see her go. We put a lot of time and money into this car. This was mine and my pop's first classic muscle car, and nothing beats American muscle. This was initially a family car back in the 70s. The previous owner put in a 383 engine so she roars. Transmission is a 737 automatic. Clean title and body is in great condition. She runs and drives like a dream. Next up, a 1950 Dodge Coronet. Not a lot of details here. Listed for $9,500 Canadian in Castleman, Ontario. It has a manual transmission. Based on the seller's description, it runs well, nice Sunday car, $9,500 or best offer. Alright, brace yourself. This one's not for the purists, but looks like a fun car to drive. A hot-rodded 1974 Triumph Spitfire, listed for $8,000 US in Chicago, Illinois. It's been driven 2,500 miles and has an automatic transmission. Clean title, this vehicle has no significant damage or problems. From the seller's description, offering up this fun little convertible, 1974 Triumph Spitfire, custom frame, heavily modified Chevy 327 running very strong, Chevy posi rear end, 342 gearing, and much more. Asking $8,000 or best offer, this little machine is a blast to drive. Here to answer any questions you might have. So I mentioned earlier we had a Mach 1 coming up. This is a 1973 Ford Mustang Mach 1, listed for $15,000 US in Walnut Shade, Missouri. It's been driven 160,481 miles, has an automatic transmission, clean title. This vehicle has no significant damage or problems. From the seller's description, 351 Cleveland 4-barrel, runs solid, brakes are great. Looks good coming and going, but not a show car by any stretch. A solid start for a restoration if desired. Rust bubble popping in passenger door bottom and where you typically see it. Daily driver, very fun and handles quite well for a 51-year-old. New wheels and tires, new rear package tray, has rear window louver in trunk, new alternator not installed yet, have original steering wheel too. Drive it home. Clean and clear title in my name. Alright, anyone looking for the purple people eater? Here we have a 1954 Ford Custom Line, listed for $8,500 US in Shelby, North Carolina. It's been driven 300 miles, has a manual transmission, clean title. This vehicle has no significant damage or problems. Based on the seller's description, engine is a 352 big block, 4-speed on-the-floor Mustang transmission. Runs and drives great, need to sell, will consider pop-up camper as partial payment. And we have another Ford. This time it's a 1971 Ford Maverick, listed for $14,500 US in Olney, Illinois. It's been driven 85,000 miles and has an automatic transmission. From the seller's description, very nice grabber, pretty much original, does have a 4-barrel carb, needs brake work, runs and drives. Seem to be a few of these coming up lately. I know I've had a few in the videos. Here we have a 1972 Opel GT that looks pretty nice. Listed for $5,500 US in Decatur, Illinois. It's been driven 92,000 miles and has an automatic transmission. From the seller's description, has a new starter, alternator, new valve cover gasket, transmission pan gasket, oil pan gasket. I have a clean, clear title and a parts magazine to go with it. Paint has some imperfections and doors open by a pull string. Anybody looking for a runabout? Here we have a 1955 Nash Metropolitan, listed for $10,000 US in Laguna Niguel, California. I hope I pronounced that properly. It's been driven 64,000 miles, has a manual transmission. Short and sweet description: 1955 Nash Metropolitan Coupe, driven 64,000 miles, in great shape. Alright, so that's it for today's vehicles. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons so you'll be notified when future videos go live. This series of videos go live on YouTube every Sunday and Wednesday at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also post videos for project cars that I call Friday Fix 'em Up, which go live every Friday at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you would like to support the channel, please consider a channel membership. You can click the join button below or the link in the channel description, and you'll have access to extra perks, including early access to each and every video before they go live on YouTube. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.